Alright guys, Lord MC here, back with the second video of the night. I wanted to cover AMC specifically, especially with earnings that come out tomorrow right after the close. I will cover GameStop and APE briefly at the end of the video, but I do want to primarily focus on AMC, especially coming into tomorrow. But before I get into that, I want to preface by saying I am not a financial advisor. None of the things in my videos is ever financial advice. So question everything, do your own research, and come out with your own conclusion. I do want to mention here, coming into tomorrow, that emotions are probably going to be hot, especially if retail doesn't get their way of positive earnings. I do want to note this came from Adam Aaron. He said in the past that this quarter that we should not expect good earnings. So please note that coming into tomorrow. I'm going to give you guys, to the best of my knowledge, what the bearish case scenario and what the bullish case scenario is. I'm going to give you levels based on harmonics because that is what I know. One thing I do want to mention, because I always get this question asked a lot, is what do I see AMC or GameStop or APE with in regards to a price target for all-time highs. That's something I will not ever say, will not cover, because I don't know what that potential target could be, and nobody knows, right? What I do know is harmonics, and there are levels of harmonics, especially on the 3-day, that I've been tracking for a while, and that's something I can give you, because that's what I know. Harmonic levels on the 3-day chart are levels that have been tested in the past, and then when we expect a reversal, we expect to visit those targets. So I'm not saying it can go above and hit all-time highs. That's something we have to look at when it comes to fib ratios. But to give you guys a price target, that's something I will not say. So jumping into AMC here on the 1-day, it did finish on a negative 5.6% for the day. It went as high as 561, the low being 517 before closing the day on a slightly strong push at the end at 533. I'm going to bring my drawings here. I know I have a little bit of chaos here with the drawings, but bear with me. I did want to mention in the past I have these 4 levels of horizontal lines that I did not want AMC to fall under, and unfortunately we did. On Thursday I did mention I did not want it to go below 568. It tested 547, which was another horizontal line I drew, which it tested and it closed. Friday obviously went down to the third horizontal line at 546. I did mention losing 546 would be very concerning because you could possibly start looking at testing $4 and change. Today it went as low as 516 and it did close just above that at 533. So what can we expect coming into tomorrow? I want to jump over here at the 1 hour. I think it's the 1 hour. Maybe it's a 3 hour, I think. Yes, so here, the 3 hour, we did generate here a bullish crab pattern where we did not test hop yet. Hop is now calling out a $5.10 target. If we lose 516, in my opinion, we do test hop at 510, and we could potentially start looking even lower if we lose hop. If this is going to be a type 1 reaction, tomorrow we would expect, this is on the 3 hour, to start getting above XA here at the 1618 of this bullish crab pattern, which is at 555, then 582 at BC, and then $6.12, and then finally at 655 if we can get above that. I wanted to cover real quick here on the 3-day chart where we are in the bullish bat pattern here. We are still below XA at 613. We do have a lot of levels that AMC needs to get above to consider even hitting double digits down the line. I will not be bullish unless AMC can get above 613, and specifically more bullish if we can get above 794. There is a gap here now that a lot of resistance here on the 3-day. You're going to hit resistance here at 631, the 13 EMA 683, 747, but in my opinion getting above 792 would be very bullish, and to the most bullish case scenario you would want is 919. This key target for me is it. We could get above there, we could see 1238. but that's not looking like it's going to happen anytime soon. If we jump over here, this is all for the bearish case scenario. We do have a death cross approaching here on the SMAs. So the SMAs here would be the 50, which is the yellow, and the red is the 200 SMA. So it's not looking good just from the chart, and we know that the EMAs crossed before, and that could have been already the lows, or it's lagging here and it's finally pushing down. But it does look like that the SMAs are curling to the downside, so we definitely keep an eye out on that. I do have a target here. Should AMC lose 510, you could possibly see 402. I know 402 may sound crazy to some. I know some people have targets around 440, 442, I believe. But this key level here would be the last point, in my opinion, where it would be very concerning to see AMC fall below. So 402 would be it for me, a target where it'd be very concerning to see. I know tomorrow the expected move, bear with me real quick. There's an expected move here for earnings, which is a 14.2% move. So what would that be if from today's close? So a 14.2% move would roughly be, call it around 608, right? So 608 if earnings are positive, and to the sell side, if bearish earnings come out, you can look at $5, maybe testing 498, somewhere around there. So I do think the expected move, although it says here 14.2%, I think you can go past that. I think you can go down to 15, 20, 25% maybe on either bullish or bearish news, but you will definitely keep an eye out on that. I don't have many harmonics left here on AMC, none that are generated on the micro. So you have the 5-minute here that wants to call out 560, but I'm specifically looking now at the 3-hour. You got a lot on the 10-minute, following the same pattern, the same deep crab. You are a little bit over on the 30-minute. It's also I did a type 2 reaction, and a type 1 will bring it back up to 661 should it go there. I think here on the 1 day you are approaching here on the RSI almost oversold, but you still have some room. So it's currently at 3183, where we need to be. If you want maybe a reversal to signal, hey, this is oversold, you need to go below 30 or just touch 30, and that can happen tomorrow on bad earnings, and then you could expect maybe to find a bottom here on AMC should that happen. But if it doesn't, I think 613, 605 would be a good level to be above if we can get on positive earnings. Like I said, positive earnings could go above the 14.2% expected move, but we will definitely keep an eye out on that. RSI on the 4-hour did bounce off, did get oversold, and it did bounce off, and it's now looking like it's pushing up. But yeah, all eyes are going to be on earnings. We do need to clear a lot of levels here, in my opinion. So 547, 556, 568, and then 605. So I definitely would like positive earnings to be above the XA at 613. I think that would be bullish short term. We definitely want the EMAs to start curling up. So we will see what that has in store for us tomorrow. I know emotions are going to get hot, but try to contain, the original GD is shorts haven't covered, right? So when they finally cover, they'll cover. Otherwise, don't be surprised if earnings are bad and we push down. Just know the levels of, if we do push down, is 510, and then 402 should it decide to go below that. So jumping over here to GameStop, because GameStop was down negative 2.83% for the day. It went as high as 26.30. low was 24.80 and closed the day at 25.76. GameStop is looking little strong here. It is I think it's prepping for next leg up. On the 3-day, we do want it to be above 27.52, and I do think if bullish earnings come out, I think GameStop will have a sympathy push based on AMC earnings if it's bullish, right? 27.57 would be nice to have GameStop be above. Otherwise, if earnings is bad for AMC, GameStop, in my opinion, might also come down with it a little bit. So definitely, GameStop has been trading in this range here, where it has found support here around $24. Should it go down there, it tends to, every time it goes down there, it tends to push back up. So it would be concerning to lose 24, in my opinion, because then you could start looking at possibly low 20s, $17.86 on hop of this bullish crab pattern. So we will see what that has in store for us tomorrow. APE here, I know APE, I get a lot of questions on APE. A lot of you guys want harmonics on this, unfortunately, because APE has just come out since August. There are no harmonics on the macro yet. On the micro, it did generate here, I believe, on the 45-minute. No, I think it was a 3-hour as well. Was it not? The 2-hour? Bear with me, sorry guys. Trying to find the harmonic here. Yeah, see, there isn't any right now. There are harmonics. I guess you could choose this one here on the bullish bat, where it's failed to do a type, I guess it did a type 1 reaction here. It's clearly a below hop. I did mention here my past videos that I did not want it to lose 170 and then 167, because 151 would be a next level of support on the micro, in which unfortunately it did go below 151, and today it did close at 151, but the low was 141. So what can we expect should it decide to lose 141 again? If we take the fib extension tool here from the most recent low to the high, back to, we'll just take, it was a fib tool here from the low here to the high. The next level of support, should it lose 148, specifically 141, you could potentially see maybe APE go to 112. That would be a strong push. Right now it is barcoding, so the algo is doing something there, and we'll possibly see either a big push down or a big push up. So next level would be 112, should it decide to go down there. Otherwise, it'll probably start trading in this range here and establish support and resistances, which is something we would want, right? We would want something to lose a fib ratio or a point here and then decide to flush all the way down to 112. So we will keep an eye out on that. So yeah, that's all I have right now for AMC. Definitely be on watch tomorrow. Like always, I will be streaming right before open, 15 minutes before open. If you want to follow me and watch me live tomorrow, I will be streaming on Twitch, and you can find my link down in the description box below. So if you like this type of content, please consider giving me a like, subscribing to the channel, comment. What are your thoughts? What are you expecting for AMC for tomorrow? But that's all I have. Hope you guys have a good night, and see you tomorrow. Peace.